Hello everybody, Trainboy17 here for a special video that I've been wanting to do for some time now. And now, I finally got to this point where I think I'm able to write British rail history of my own in terms of headcanon writing, engine bases, what years they were built, withdrawn, scrapped, and what have we. In terms of British rail accuracy, if that's what you want to call it. But in all seriousness, in order to commemorate 5,000 subscribers, here we have the entire history of the Pikesville Railway. In 1997, the same year British Railways became defunct, some former railway workers wanted to see if they could build a new heritage railway for preservation. Some of them looked around various places like the Severn Valley Railway, the Bluebell Railway, the Dean Forest Railway, the West Somerset Railway, and most importantly, the Nene Valley Railway. Some of the railway workers from these mentioned railways took part into building the new Heritage Railway, but it would get a lot more help than just that. Some railway workers from Ireland, Germany, and the Netherlands joined in as well. You could call this a railway equivalent of an indie project, but then again, all heritage railways gone through the same phase. Making money would be a big task for these workers, and the workers from Ireland and Germany paid off very well in this case. Germany got some steel for new rails, and Ireland brought over euros with every trick they had. A platform station was complete in 2001, and was still a long way to go. Also, around this time, some railroad workers from the United States went to the UK, mainly to check on the American locomotives that were working on the British main lines, but still. And if you guessed some of them took part into building this new heritage railway, you would be right. But however, since it was 2001, and there came a certain thing from the States that I am not going to talk about, the Americans did not give up on the project. They sent some old rails too, and other railroad equipment that would be put to good use, making this British Heritage Railway more and more interesting since different nationalities were along for the ride. Ireland and the Netherlands would do the same as well. And some of the Irish and Dutch railway equipment used for this new Heritage Railway fit in seamlessly well. In 2005, Michael Brennan Bobby would become the chairman of this organization. Although it wasn't named, but we'll get to that later, he had the track plans all thought out, making this loop line around Preston, UK, which is where most of the British enthusiasts got together to discuss and plan this whole railway. The line was fully complete in 2015, and ballast was laid down too after being transferred from the island of Sodor. A few engines were brought on loan to test the tracks. These engines were Midland Railway 1737, GWR Witherslack Hall, and Southern Railway U-Boat number 1808. These locomotives tested the track conditions to make sure that there were no bumps or hazards that would occur. But then again, the next year, Mike Bobby retired from chairman and Perry Jones took his place.
I swear to God, that was so unintentional.
If I had a nickel every time I'd chosen a name for a basketball player for an authority character, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but yeah, you all get the meme. Anyways, Peregrine wanted to continue on with the railway's names, so Perry took the P from his name and Ike from Mike's name, finally forming the railway's name, Pikesville. All three stayed at Pikesville, but then little things would change over time. After GWR 1419 returned to the UK after going to New Hampshire, Peregrine wanted to see if he could use him for the Pikesville Preservation Organization, along with LBSCR D1 Isfield, now named Olivia. And finally, GWR 94XX number 8417, or just simply known as Shay. These engines stayed around the organization until 8417's boiler ticket expired in November, and then after that, the next few years of rearranging and reconstructing and all of that stuff, and most likely paperwork, the Pikesville Railway was finally completed and would open publicity on January 1st, 2020. And for the first 3 months, Pikesville served as a good heritage railway until... yeah, the rest of 2020 happened. This also led to COVID and other crap, and it just speaks for itself. Jones was appalled by this, and so was everyone else. Pikesville had its temporary closure, but it wasn't if it was a big rich company, or at least just yet. And besides, how do you think other big companies survived COVID? But after that godforsaken year, things got better. Mostly. More engines were brought over, freight worked out well, and more passengers visited Pikesville, bringing it to where it is in current day. So yes, the new Heritage Railway, now steaming with visiting locomotives from all over the UK, many pieces of railway history from all over the world, in fact, some left over that outlasted from the 90s and 2000s, and replicas of stuff, and it's an overall fun railway, complete with some engines painted up in wacky preservation liveries, some temporary, and some kept to a realistic standpoint. And as of recently, Peregrine Jones is now controller of the railway. However, engines and work staff have to refer to him as Mr. Jones. And anyone else feels like stopping by Pikesville, you can certainly do so. It's a friendly get-together heritage railway for engines and people, and if you want to stick around, you can certainly do so, and also help build new locomotives from the ground up, even some replica locomotives from said countries mentioned in the video. So if anyone wants a fun railway that they want to spend their time in over on vacation, if any locomotives need any restoration to run again to working order, you can certainly do so by booking your vacation now to the Pikesville Railway.